do this.
Alright boys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the brand new LF Gogeta Blue. And is he bad? We're going to be answering that question today. Now obviously the consensus around the community is the fact that Vegito is the better unit. I don't think anybody is really disputing that. So not only that, but a lot of talk around the community now is that maybe Frieza's better, maybe Gohan's better, maybe even UI Goku is better than this new Gogeta. So I got my boy Dugo, Dudus, and Glow, and Malik here. We're going to be discussing Gogeta Blue, his flaws, what he's good at. And yeah, we'll just give our take. So, who wants to go first, bro? Who wants to go first? Dude, I know you got a lot to say, dude. I know you got a lot to say about
here we go.
Blue.
Here we go with this.
This finna Jay with the rain, thank you. Alright, go ahead, dude.
That'll be generational slander.
He's subpar to Vegito. That's all I.
It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Let me ask you that question
That is
first.
a bad thing. That is a bad thing.
All right, go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah. No cover null on the situation of Gogeta Blue. He has less defense neutral. He has no neutral in pre. He can't fuse as easily. He's got 87 flaws, and Vegito has none of them.
Okay, that's fair. All
Well,
right.
please take the floor. You're glazing.
All right, Glow, go ahead. Go ahead, Glow.
Wait,
go ahead,
do I gotta defend or do I gotta like critique right
that's
now?
what you want. Bro.
Just
Say
say
anything you want, but we're having a discussion. It's all four of us here. Let's just talk.
My
about
biggest,
each other, bro.
alright, so my biggest issue with Gogeta Blue is compared to Super Vegito's rush mechanic is not part and parcel of his kit. You take away that rush mechanic, Vegito is arguably top 3 still. The problem is Gogeta Blue is built around Assault Chain, and Assault Chain as a concept is not as that good. The only, like, in the sense of when you're running into PvP, it is situational. You have to know, like, okay, does my opponent have dual cover changes, or do they have their strike cover changes up and available? In that situation, yeah, it's cool. But then you look at, like, okay, this Assault Chain, its main focus is you're supposed to stop these counter gauges. If these counter gauges are anti-strike, and you want his kit to be revolved around Assault Chain, why in the world does he have a strike-based blue and a strike-based green? That defeats the purpose of it, because that just essentially means you can't really combo against him, except a combo against Gohan or UI, except with strikes. With Gohan, with UI, sure, he doesn't have endurance. If you have high enough damage, you can really just spam the strikes and get through him. With Gohan, you're not really doing as much. Number 2, like I said, if you take away his Assault Chain, he's a cookie cutter unit. Number 2, his support in Dragon Ball Destruction is worse than Super Vegito's. Super Vegito gets his just by them using greens, or he gets his Dragon Balls just by doing stuff. Gogeta Blue's big thing is the Dragon Ball Destruction and the 20% support for 20 counts, but you need to be both 50% and less and switch out. That is stupid. If he should have just had that innately, just been able to switch out. Because if SV has a future Gohan effect where if you just touch him and he supports, there's no reason for him not to have that. It goes back to the fact that if you take away their big mechanics, Super Vegito is still top 3. Gogeta is like bottom half of top 10.
Okay.
Also, I'll just mention this,
Right,
just real quick. Vegito can handle a green unit much easier than Gogeta can handle a red unit. Just flat out.
100%.
In pre and post.
In pre and post, absolutely. Like pre Gogeta Blue is not getting through a red. Post depends. It depends which red. It depends on what your hand is. Depends on what your hand is.
Hold on, Dark. He's saying that if Gogeta Blue didn't have the Assault Chain, he would fall off harder than if Vegito didn't have the Razor Rush mechanic. That's basically what he's saying. He's not saying that Gogeta Blue is bottom of top 10. He said Gogeta Blue is top 3. However, if we take away, the core mechanic that they highlighted in the reviews, Gogeta would fall off way worse than Vegito would, which, doesn't make sense.
Would fall off? He would already be falling off.
Beyond the Blue's type trajectory.
The one thing I will give Gogeta Blue, and I'll defend him on this, he is a lot more resistance to destruction than SV, because 1, he has the immunity after he post transforms. 2, he draws a ton of cards. He draws one card on entry after using a card. He draws on the gauge. He draws on the green card. Like, it kind of stacks up a lot. I've had a situation where someone will come and nuke my hand, right?
Yeah.
And I'll just have, like, maybe just a green card, and I'm about to proc the gauge. I use the green card, fills up the gauge. I have one card. Green card then hits, I got another card. And then if I sidestep, I got 3 cards. That's already like restarting a combo and someone just nuked my whole hand. He doesn't get enough cards mid-combo in using the Assault Chain for it to really matter. So he definitely should have gotten like Cover Null in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, this thing is good.
However, he also does have a better green than like Go Frieza did, the Goku side, but I like this. I'm gonna let Dotus speak on this now. I've been talking for a minute.
You've been yapping, bro. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, a lot to say, I can tell.
Alright, bro. Alright, Dotus, you go, bro. You go, bro.
Which side are you on? You on me and Dugo side or ZVGs? What the hell?
Go ahead, Dotus. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
When it comes to Gogeta Blue, at first I was like, oh, he's like top 2, but then as soon I started thinking a little more and seeing more critiques, and I was hearing it out because I had those problems as I was using him, and then I switched over from using Gogeta Blue to using Sunfam, what it was before, and I'd say what it is still pre-anniversary. Gogeta Blue pre-fusions got some really good combo potential the same way as Super Vegito, but his flaws are a lot more glaring there and post. So I'm starting pre-fusion. Pre-fusion, he doesn't have the type null that Super Vegito does, and that's whatever, but he's not really going to scare someone like, let's say, Super 17 or Finn out of like the scene for a moment, or out of like the screen for a moment. Then how long it takes for him to fuse is a little more annoying than Super Vegito. Super Vegito can probably get his fusion within 15 counts, and then boom, you kill somebody with the rush. Whereas for Super Gogeta, he's gonna be comboing. He needs to use these green cards. It doesn't fill his gauge like immediately like Super Vegito does, and it might take a second. So that feels really annoying. And then when he's getting like beaten down, his disruption, half the game doesn't care about that. Super 17 will still get like 70 ki when he pops a gauge. Gohan or UI can come in with like 50 ki, and then you're probably gonna die. And then there's also Golden Frieza, who also doesn't really care too much about ki reduction. Most of the game just doesn't care about ki reduction.
Ki reduction at this point is like it's not like anything.
It's not enough. Like he should have destroyed cards as well. It's
I
like
mean,
Fiku
ki reduction like continuously is kind of nice. However, like a one-time ki reduction isn't stopping really anything. I think Gogeta Blue, like his pre-transform state, if he reduced the ki plus locked you in for like 3 counts, then it would have been way better, because then they couldn't swap out and gain ki and still have their cards in their hand and just continue the combo. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's how they could have made it a lot better.
Another thing that I'm thinking about is what they could have done when he gets his disruption. Does he gain anything in the synchro gauge at all?
He only gets it if like they fall below 50% and then they switch out. That's 50% for the synchro gauge.
50% for synchro gauge. Okay, all right.
And that's fine. Because below 50%, they have you get the 50% for the synchro gauge. You get the 20% 20% support for allies for 20 counts and destroy 1 Dragon Ball on swap out. And Gogeta Blue has the same effect.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair enough then. I think that like for that part, that's fair.
It should have been the whole time.
Their synchro gauge should be a little bit faster, the same way that Super Vegito is really fast. And then once you get the ability to transform, all that combo potential that you had pre-fusion is gone. And you have to rely on maintaining priority with the assault chain. He feels like it feels like they wanted to get Gohan and UI Goku out of here, but they took a half measure.
They half-assed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they definitely half-assed it.
It's like what they did against UVB. They tried to get him out of the way, then they failed like 3 times in a row.
Because they just dropped like 5 blues in a row, but that didn't really stop
Janemba worked. Janemba worked. But
but that's the point though. Like it took 5 tries. It took 5 tries before they actually figured it out. It did. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think.
And then everyone hated Janemba.
I mean, hated is a strong word. It's a strong word.
I mean.
Once you get to once you get to the fusion, like everything seems all right, but a lot of like his like unfavorable element factor, like defense type null.
Yeah.
He only has that for a shorter period of time compared to what Super Vegito.
Yeah.
He stops debuffs for like 50 counts. That's not that bad. By the time you get there, the match will probably be like sort of decided. But then when you're trying to engage, you're still suffering through the same problems against Gohan and UI Goku. Like his job compared to Super Vegito is there to like just get somebody out of there. Yeah. He does his job. Gogeta Blue, he's still struggling to get the job done of dealing with those units that try and stop you from getting keeping priority.
Like he's supposed to like
if his blue and green were range, it would be so much easier. That's all he needed.
That's also the same issue that I have with Nappa Vegeta. And I think I made this tweet on Twitter too. I was like, yo, listen, I prefer Nappa's range blue card than Vegeta's strike based one, because when I'm comboing Gohan, bro, I can't ever secure a fucking kill on him because I have a strike blue card, bro. So it's not gonna. But Nappa can just boom, boom, boom and kill him, bro. But Vegeta, it's like I'm fucked. Like if you want to counter Gohan, we just stop with all these fucking like strike range blue cards, bro. Like straight up, like honestly.
When he when he has his combo against UI Goku, it doesn't seem that bad because UI Goku defensively, he's just whatever. And with Gogeta Blue's Assault Chain, he could probably one combo him. He can't guarantee a kill against Gohan because he has the blue card.
He can't. No, he can't.
Yeah, and when he gets to that point, Gohan can either counter and blue cards you, and you're probably going to lose like half your HP, or if it's last man standing, God forbid, you're probably going to lose a unit, and it's going to be Gogeta Blue.
Yep.
And what they could have done, what Super Vegito has, is he stops ults. He locks ults and special arts and whatever.
Yeah, he
like 6 counts. Why didn't they give that to Gogeta Blue when he has his Assault Chain or something? Like there are certain things that they like. Again, it goes back to the half measures thing. They took half measures trying and phase those units out, but what it does ultimately is it hinders that unit that they built those counters around in the long run.
They also lost those 2 units. Looking at it now.
Yeah.
Also, just to mention real quick, no one said it. Gogeta Blue is pretty bulky, so that's good.
Yeah, I agree. His defenses are amazing. I had no issues like post fusion because of defense. He's eating.
Yeah, it's stats and the impact resistance that he gets.
And I love his main ability, like when he getting vanish, we're destroying your enemy's cards. Like I really love that a lot. And one other thing that people forget.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Just his blue card nullifying blast cards, like that was, they just didn't even mention that. That's just something they just say, hey, he can just ignore blast, so don't have to worry about blast armor break.
Yeah, blast armor break.
Another good thing about Gogeta Blue is I feel like his healing and survivability is definitely better than Super Vegito. Because we're talking about the defense, like he heals a lot, mostly because one, his gauge you heal, and 2,
heals on green, right? In green?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he heals on green on the gauge, and because he's 1 a fusions unit and 2 a movies unit, you get a lot of equips that get health restore too.
All right, so I think I'll go this time. All right, so basically, like I agree with everything that y'all said, right? And I feel like, so from hearing all of you guys talk, it's actually crazy how much better they made Vegito. Like all the flaws that we say that Gogeta Blue has, Vegito doesn't have those. Like every flaw we mentioned, Vegito doesn't have that, bro. He doesn't have any of those flaws that we mentioned. He has the cover now. He has the type neutral. He has the better mechanic overall. Like he just does the little things that Gogeta Blue doesn't do, and that's why he just flows so much better. That's why most of the community by day 2 said like, yo, SV is way better than Gogeta Blue, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like if the DVL devs are gonna come out with that unit, the counter something specific, don't half-ass it, bro. I told you, listen, bro, don't half-ass it, bro. Like the Assault Chain should have been absolutely like busted. Like LM is even saying that like the damage increase should have been like way more. Since you're sacrificing your combo, then at least make the damage in the Assault Chain higher. You know what I'm saying? And also,
does it increase damage?
No, it doesn't. That's the point. Like,
Yeah, I was about to say.
yeah,
Saying
exactly.
it doesn't.
So, it doesn't. So, like, that is like you're sacrificing combo length for like less damage, bro. Like at that point, it's like, what are we doing, bro? And then too, like the blue card not even being able to kill Gohan. That's a big thing. Like they should have easily just made it. Either make the blue card be a part of the assault chain, or make the blue card a rage blue card. You know what I'm saying? Like simple as that. And not only that too, but I feel like Gogeta Blue doesn't really have cover no like that. Because Vegito can just pop green, get you for like 10 timer counts. Gogeta Blue, it has to be during the assault chain, which is like cover no, but you can't combo for like a long period of time. So it's like it's just not smooth, like seamless. It's just not seamless. Right? Like there's too many mishaps with how they designed him. That doesn't mean that he's not great. He's still a great unit, obviously, right? However, his agent will for sure take a hit because of these little things that he just doesn't do. He can't transform as fast as Vegito. When somebody dies, if you're in a position where you're getting your ass beat, the DBL dev said, hey, we're gonna let Vegito just instant transformation for you. But Gogeta Blue, nah, you can't get that. You gotta work your way to get that, even though you're getting your ass beat. There's a fail safe on Vegito. Like if he's on your team, like if you're losing somebody, you know that boom. All right, I can transform right now and turn the tides of the game. With Gogeta, you can't do that, bro. You can't. Like you can still gotta work your way to get all the swaps and the Cinco gauge up to max and all that, bro. So it's like he's already using on that. He doesn't have the neutral that Vegito has. It's like when you compare him to Vegito, it makes it sound way worse than what it like is in the grand scheme of things. But it's really that bad because this just shows that Vegito's gonna age better than Gogeta. Like it's obviously evident. Like he just has way more things than Gogeta Blue, and I don't know why they didn't like give like they should have just made Assault Chain more busted. Like if they're gonna market Assault Chain this hard, make it busted, but make it how you do 2 times the damage, bro, or something. Like you gotta I gotta get more out of Assault Chain than just being able to counter Gohan and you want. And then not only that too, but what the fuck do I get out of Assault Chain if I'm not fighting Gohan or fucking UIs? Because I'm fighting all the fusions all the time. So what am I really getting out of that? With Vegito, I'm getting Rising Rush. I can get anybody. Anybody's dead. Like it's a guaranteed kill. Like if I'm not fighting UI or Gohan, which I'm probably not because it's a fusions, the money makers, everybody can have the fusion team, this and that. It's just what am I getting out of the Assault Chain? But I'm not getting anything. I'm getting a combo to do less damage than I would normally do if I could, do a long combo. But I don't have the cover node to do a long combo against these units. So it's like, what am I really doing, bro? So it's like he just has a lot of things that hold him back, but he's still really good. But it's slowly gonna slip away, especially during the anniversary. We saw what happened to Dragon Ball Goku. 4th anniversary. So we saw what happened to him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Top 3 in the game, boom, and he ends, boom, he's dead. So we could see a similar fate to Gogeta Blue, but for right now, he's still like obviously top 5, top 3. However, they definitely held back on him. Like
it doesn't help as well.
It's kind of like I wouldn't think this. Yeah, it's definitely kind of like Beast going to Evoken. How they were like people were like debating who's better, this and that. Then as time goes on, Evoken just fell off the face of the earth, and Beast Gohan was rising, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I still think he's good. I still enjoy using him, but he definitely when I use Vegito, it's just like all the nitpicks just go away.
It's just a hypothetical I want to throw out real quick. I just want your opinion on it. Just what you guys think would happen if this happened. What if when he became Gogeta Blue, he had full nullify endurance, completely can't be canceled, just like LF Rose or something? What would you think about him then?
That would be.
It would be a massive game changer.
That would be a game changer because
it would change everything.
Then fuck the blue card. Fuck the blue card from the Assault Chain. The guy could just go on regularly. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. So
yeah.
If he had that, then it's a whole different ball game, bro. Like like it's so easy to fix him. And it's a case where like people are asking for like, oh, Go Freeze I got buffed and they were top 7. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't Gogeta Blue get the same thing? It's like, I don't think they're gonna do it like that. If they did, it would be like
you have to remember
two words, like 2 lines, bro, 2 lines. Do you think? Do y'all think that they were scared when making the Assault Chain?
Yes.
Yes.
Because I think that this is like a test phase. I feel like what's funny too. What's funny about units like Gogeta Blue? Whenever a unit comes out and they have like some new gimmick or some new mechanic, bro.
It's shitty.
That unit, that version of that mechanic is always shit. And then the unit that comes after that has that mechanic, then we get the real deal. So expect a unit that comes out as a Gogeta Blue, their Assault Chain to be like 10 times better. They're gonna have the cover now. They're gonna have a type neutral during it. They're gonna have all that. You know, so with units that when units come out and they give them new mechanics, like we gotta expect that, okay, it's not gonna be probably as good as we think it's gonna be. And it sucks that Gogeta Blue was their test for this. Because they could have easily just brought out like they could have easily given this shit to like, I don't know, Nappa Vegeta or something to like test it off for us, and then alright, bet, let's fucking double down on the Gohan countering. Gogeta Blue, you get the better version of this shit, you know? But it is what it is. This one, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's still good. Like we're not saying he's trash. Like he's still good. He's still top tier. He can still win you games. He's still phenomenal. However, he has a lot of flaws, and they're gonna hurt his aging. And you know, it just sucks to see that they could have done simple fixes to fix him, but they didn't really do that. While they made Vegeta like the perfect child. You know what I'm saying? Like. But yeah, boys, that's gonna be it from us. And let me know down in the comments what you guys think of Gogeta Blue. Do y'all think he's better than Vegeta? Hopefully not. Hopefully you don't think that. Do you think he's trash? Do you think he'll age fine? Let me know all that down in the comments. It's DVG, join back Twitch chat, and Dugo, Dudus, Glow, and Malik, who didn't say a word, and Doc. And yeah, with that said, we'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.